This year the Queen put one more again on this year Gullah Geechee TV Nation News. Now, Hannah knows say all of these things we're going to see from we Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival. Well, this year, why be we septenary year this year. So Hannah and Yeti me co-founder Cracky T about how important this year though and things like that. Well, I definitely want all of our supporters of the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival to know that we honor you, we appreciate you. All of you who buy an ad, all of you who send your blessings, all of you who contribute everything from your talent, your intellect, your presentations, your artwork, to what we're doing to make the world know who we are as Gullah Geechee people and to reconnect the Gullah Geechee diaspora. We definitely want you to know how much we appreciate it. Now, a lot of times, as you heard me ask Brother Kwame Shah, people might wonder, well, why take a festival different places and why not just have it in one place every year? Well, the thing that we are starting up now, given that this is our septenary period, is that this year we are going to New Orleans and Donaldsonville, Louisiana to Drum de Guine Congo Square, August 5 through 7, 2011. We definitely want you to join us there as we reconnect with the Geechees there and we help our community there to rebuild. But next year, we will be back in Charleston, South Carolina, here in the Gullah Geechee Nation. Unlike in the previous years, we will not just be at one place either. You will have an opportunity to go to several different parts of Charleston as a county while we are there in the city. So we definitely want you to join with we, so that Hunter know this year the work going on. You got the drum electronically, you got it physically. This is about returning your drum to you so that you beat out a new story, you beat out a new song, you beat out a new method of empowerment for our people. Because if we don't do it, y'all been waiting several hundred years for somebody to come get you. They come yet? Oh, okay. So it's time for you get up and go yourself. Alright? And hopefully bring some folks with you. And so definitely it's important when we see other people who are self-determined, who are independent, and they found methods, bless you, to be able to share their resources amongst their people. We just want people to have that visual effect of seeing that for yourself. This year being the septenary year of the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival, let me just give Hannah a lead brief on standing. When we first start this year festival, it been for people to come to we for learn who we are down here. And now, after all of these years and all of these opportunities we had from St. Helena Island to Charleston, the Bahamas, to down the whole coast of Georgia and Brunswick, down all the way the whole coast of Florida, start off in Euclid, Nassauville, going all the way down Miami, going back Bahamas again, coming back this year way and all these year time and all these year different way of things. We know say now, God to give you this year for bring all the we Gullah Geechee diaspora back together. So when we say the Drum de Guine Congo Square, the Drum de Guine everywhere with we and to bring all of we family together and draw we into the circle. So this year at the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival, people will be able to learn different aspects of our story as they do each year. We'll have folks there as part of the Seminole Nation, the Gullah Geechee Nation. We have the Geechees that are there in Louisiana, who are in Donaldsonville and around that entire state that will be joining us there as a reconnection of the family surrounding the drum. And also being able to commemorate the uprising that some read about, the revolt that took place in Louisiana in 1811. This being 2011, I'm sure it is divine order that 200 years later, we would be coming back to bring the drum back to our people as a point of centering, as a point of reconnection, as a point of continuation of our culture and traditions. Now, over these 7 years, we have been in Charleston, South Carolina, here in the Gullah Geechee Nation several times. And that is where we will go back to in 2012. That will give folks an opportunity to see Charleston from a perspective that they don't often get to see it. to see different areas, the islands as well as the peninsula. So even if you have joined us there in previous years, 2012 will be totally different. And so we definitely want you to come and be a part of this celebration of our story. So when you say, why move it around? We move it around because our people have moved around over the generations, whether it was by forced migration or by choice. And so that they could migrate to reconnect to economic power and sustainability, where they could go and own other land, where they thought it might be better for them in terms of their language and maybe connecting with people that might appreciate it or respect it all the more. And our people have taken their culture to all of these places. And many times when we are in these other places, folks don't recognize our culture still as being Gullah Geechee. Has all these other names. Black Seminole, Afro Seminole, Red Stick, Muskogee, Gullah, Geechee. You know, some people just say black folk, Southern black folk. And so here it is with the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival. We don't just have the events where you just listen to music, where you just watch someone on stage like they're in the dummy box. No, you have an opportunity to interact with the people who are the traditionalists, who keep the culture going, that keep the traditions alive, that own these places that we're going to. And so this year, I'm so proud that we're going to be able to have a lot of educational panels and presentations. Even the Gullah Geechee Fishing Association folks will be there presenting. The Seminole folks will be there presenting. I, of course, will be there presenting. Our Minister of Information, Elder Colleytown, of course, will again be one of our MCs for the event. And we'll have serious libation ceremonies in various parts of Louisiana between New Orleans and Donaldsonville, through this area that some have read about and you've heard about, and they call it actually Cancer Row. That actually was along the same route that many of the plantations where our people were enslaved were. But because our people had been there during the chattel enslavement era, our people also had continued their traditions like the quilting, which we'll be showing there, the castanet making, which will show the demonstration of the castanets, the seawork traditions, which we're going to reconnect with our folks down there that still do it. They had all of this happening until many of those areas started getting polluted and poisoned and so on by a lot of corporate companies coming in and dumping things in that area. And we won't even get into that because a lot of y'all have seen a lot of what's going on the major news in that regard. And so definitely we want you to join us this year at the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival 2011 the Drum de Guan Congo Square. Which Sister Kathy Hambrick founded. It is an outstanding space that truly tells the story of our people in Louisiana and all that they've endured, all of the knowledge base that they brought there, and their continuation of their culture and traditions. And so just like a lot of other institutions in the African community at large, globally at large, we have a situation where our institutions are not often supported. So with the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival, we always bring people to the institutions and the businesses of our people in any cities where we are. So even if you cannot attend this year's festival, I want you to do a little homework assignment. Go to Google and type in River Roads African American Museum, and make sure to click on their donate at their links. Please go to their website, go to the donate link, and make sure to contribute to the museum. Or you can definitely go to www.gullahgeechee.net which is the website for the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition, which is one of our sponsors every year for the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival. When you click on the link for connecting and contributing to the continuation of the culture, all you have to do is scroll to the bottom and click donate. Funds that you give will be going toward the festival, because we're taking care packages to give out in New Orleans and Donaldsonville, because many of our people are still rebuilding since the major hurricane Katrina came and swept away a lot of oil that the people had worked for. We also want to give a major contribution in a major way to the African American River Roads Museum. This year they had to even cancel one of their major events that they've done for this about 17 years, which was their Juneteenth celebration, which is a major event that happens in the Deep South. And why? Because like a lot of our institutions, they haven't been getting the financial support that they should get, because it is up to us to educate one another about our story. So Hunter to know who we be and what we ancestors them been do and things like that, and where you get to the world. Can't leave them up for other rest of people for do. We have to take care of our own thing. So definitely, in order for us to work together to take care of our own things, this is what we do with the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival. So it's not just about coming to just, groove and so on to the music. We have a lot of fun doing that. But it's also about enriching your mind, and so that when we eat not only the foods of our people while we're there, but we also eat from a table of knowledge and wisdom. And we pray then that grows into under and overstanding of who we are all around the world and things like that. And we pray that insight allows us to reconnect and to stay together and be strong forever. So we definitely want you to support us as the Drum to Guine Congo Square this year, and then coming back with the drum to Chuck Town, where we gonna get down for troop now, and South Kakalaki in the Gullah Geechee Nation for 2012. So make your plans right now, first weekend in August. So this year, August 5th through the 7th, 2011, the Drum to Guine Congo Square. If you go to www.gullahgeechee.info, all right, and you'll see it on the screen. You need to go there and make your hotel reservations now, because there aren't many rooms in the whole city. There's a lot of the places that are sold out, because not only our festival going on, another festival we're supporting is going on, and then we have other activities happening in the city that weekend, which is why we wanted to be there, so that you could take it all in, from the music to the food to the Mardi Gras Indians history, to everything that you think is Louisiana and more is what we have in store. So we definitely want you to be there August 5th through the 11th, 2011 at the Drum to Guine Congo Square, and then plan for the first weekend in August 2012 to meet us back in Charleston, South Kakalaki, right here in the Gullah Geechee Nation. So inshallah, if it's God will, we going to get together one more again chilling, and we going to keep this your circle, the going round and round and round the drum for years and years and years and years, and things will come. So this your only the beginning. This your septenary what we the doing, and we're so glad for all 100 children what join we and go with we everywhere where we take this your thing in the world, because we got some plenty more road for travel. And so that after we go Charleston, we going somewhere else different, and then we coming back to the truck one more again every even year from now on. So tell we for do something different, this year what we gonna do. So I definitely thank my co-founder, Brother Kwame Shah. I thank our sponsors this year, the Gullah Geechee Angel Network, the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition, the Environmental Defense Fund, Earthwise Productions, and all of our family that is part of our team every year at the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Committee of Northeast Florida, especially our Council of Elders and our Assembly of Representatives, for all the work that they put in every year to make sure that this is a success. So again, go to www.gullahgeechee.info, and now we're going to know where else we to go. So we so glad y'all gonna join. We taking the drum to Congo Square Thank you, children, for joining me into this your special broadcast about the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival. This year, the Queen Quint, co-founder of the festival and head from the body of this your Gullah Geechee Nation. Thank you for tuning in to We TV station, but join we with the drum gwine Congo Square. We gwine be there, where Hona gwine be. Come for join we. Peace and blessings. That'll what gwine on.